Hi, I'm Lenny, one of the partners here at Carolina Land Buyers. We typically purchase around 8 to 10 pieces of land each month throughout the North Carolina region, and we're currently looking to double that. So in this video, I want to discuss what should selling your land for cash look like from start to finish, the entire process. So let's get started. So step number one, receive a cash offer from a land specialist. So once you receive that offer, if accepted, the next step would be to sign a purchase agreement for that piece of land or multiple pieces of land referred to as parcels. All parties will receive a copy once signed, and a local law firm that will be handling the closing will begin the title work. North Carolina is an attorney state for closing, means that a law firm that's licensed within the state of North Carolina will handle the closing for all parties. Once that happens, the field inspection and then title work will be going on in the background. Once those two things are complete, we set an official closing date. So you might already have a closing date pre-established on the purchase and sales agreement, or depending on the type of cash land buyer, you might have some terms in there that say once the inspection work and title work is done, then closing will be set within a certain time frame. Neither is right or wrong. It's just different preferences and what's agreed upon. You can choose to either attend the closing in person if the law firm is pretty local to where you're located, or a mobile notary service. So that is basically the law firm or the buyer, if they're covering your closing costs. That's something that we do. Now, depending on your cash buyer and the terms, could be different. But a licensed mobile notary will have the copies of your closing documents, and depending on where you want to meet them, could be at your home or somewhere more local to you. They'll come out and they'll help you sign through the closing documents. They'll then take those documents, most likely overnight it to the law firm handling the closing, so that they have them in their hands within the next day. Once all parties sign all the closing docs, the law firm, once they have the original copies from both parties, they're going to start officially recording those closing documents with the county. Once this is recorded by the law firm with the county that the parcel is in, then legally funds are allowed to be disbursed. Now, the most common ways, and the ways that at least that the options that we're given and we do business by, is that the law firm will ask you if you want to receive your funds through a certified check, which you have the choice of picking up in person or getting it overnighted to you, whatever you prefer, whatever is more convenient, or a bank account wire transfer. Neither is right or wrong. It's your preference totally, and you have the choice of choosing that, and it should be within your closing documents. You'll circle whatever preference that you have. Most people nowadays do wire transfers, because once it's recorded, the law firm, if it's within banking hours, can initiate that wire, and depending on your bank, you could get it pretty reasonably quickly. Once the bank receives that wire initiation from the law firm, it should be in your account within hopefully within a few minutes. I have seen it take a little longer depending on the bank, how large or how small, but it's relatively very quick. So I hope you got some value out of this. The process remains the same from start to finish, but there's a couple different options that you have along the way. A couple of examples I mentioned, just to recap, would be attending closing in person, or opting for the licensed mobile notary to come to you, and then whether you wanted to receive a certified check or a bank wire. But hey, it's your preference. We want to, I know when we work with people, we try to, give them the option, let them choose. That way it's a smooth, convenient experience, all the way to the finish line. So if you got some value, feel free to keep exploring my content. I'm going to keep putting stuff out. And hopefully we can talk either way someday. Love to get your feedback. I'm always open. I love talking about land, and especially in the state of North Carolina. Until next time, talk to you soon.